Yo, what is going on, YouTube, man? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in with me here today, man. Today, we're diving in, checking out some Boston rock and roll band, all right? This was been suggested here, man, but everything on this album has been because we're doing a album kind of review, one song at a time, man. It looks like we're at number 4 on this artist album right here. One that I have heard is For the Age. It's a historical debut album that dropped like a meteor, man, and just smashed and made quite the impact, man. So we're here once again with them, 4th track now, man. Boston. I love their sound, man. I love their energy. I love everything I've heard about these guys, man. It's been an awesome ride, and I can't imagine what it must have been like to live through this time. I know that disco for some just felt like it was taking a lot of life out of music, and for others, I'm sure they love disco and this, but I know I just heard that this had quite the impact on the musical landscape when it dropped, man. So here we are, man. We're going for the ride, and I'm feeling what you guys are feeling, man. Not quite the same. I can't relive it the way you guys did, but I'm feeling the energy that comes off this band, man. So we got Boston right here. I would love a t-shirt of this album cover, by the way, man. I looked around. I need to do some more looking. So we've got Boston Rock and Roll Band right here. Official audio, man. So we're going to hop in. Thank you guys for tuning in today, man. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out that description if you guys are enjoying the content that I put out on a daily basis, every single day, guys. Let's go ahead and hop in, see what's up. They made it. Living on rock and roll music. Never worrying about the things we were missing. When we got up on stage, you got money to play. Everybody listen. Rock and roll band, everybody's waiting, getting crazy, anticipating love and music. Their energy, bro. Oh my god, they hit us with another super high intense, man. This time, let me double check this one. Yeah, it was Boston. The album is Boston as well. So this one, number 4 off the album Boston, man. They're coming in full energy. This time Brad Delp, man, he is soaring the whole time with his vocals, man. There's been other songs where he's really just showed us his vocal range, kind of, but on this one, he's peaking, man. He's high intense, man. Those guitars are flying. Well, I think it's one guitar. I don't know. I don't know, man. I know Scholes did his thing on this one, man. The drum cuts at the perfect time, man, where the music just kind of drops off and the drum stitches two sections together, man. I mean, everything is high flying on this one. The story is dope too, you know, talking about he remembers when they're jamming out, man. There was barely, you know, kind of a soul out there, man. They're really trying to make a name for themselves. Next thing he knows, people are waiting in line and everyone's cool with it, man. Long lines, nobody complaining. They're all there to see the band, right? Eventually there comes that guy with the slick suit, the cigar, and the limo, or I don't exactly remember what car he said, but I've heard not too great things about these guys when they start getting you signing them contracts. But either way, for him, that was the sign that the band had made it, right? You made it big time now. You're going to be a star. You're going to be a sensation, as they said in those lyrics, man. I don't know. I love how you hear the crowd cheer after the second verse. It really makes you think about when the lights come on, the band enters stage, man, and everybody goes wild, or you start seeing them walk onto the stage, man. We've probably, I don't know if there's anybody watching this video that hasn't been to a concert, but if you have, and if there's by chance a soul who just has not been to a concert, that's what happens, man. You go to those concerts, as soon as the band starts walking on that stage, before they've even touched their instruments and everybody notices the band's coming up, man, you lose it. You hear just the cheer of the crowd, and we got that in this one, man. So they really just paint a picture about, you know, the time frame, the mapping, the planning, the goals for artists in the musical industry, man. But this music is flying high, man. The whole time they kept that up-tempo energy. I love that, man. When you're putting out that kind of energy, it's super infectious to me, and I'm feeling it on this side, and you got me cheesing from ear to ear, man. So appreciate that, Mr. Brad Delp and company, man. This was dope. All right, so what we got right here about Rock and Roll Band, man, it was released in 1976. It's 3-minute songs from Tom Scholes and Brad Delp, man. It is a song written by main songwriter and guitarist Tom Scholes and helped out by lead vocalist Brad Delp. The song appears off their self-debut album. It says the Rock and Roll Band demo was finished in 1974, along with 3 of 6. However, Scholes had begun writing the song years earlier. Of course, we've learned about that. The drum parts of this and other earlier Boston songs were developed by Jim Masdia, but this is the only song on the Boston album on which Masdia plays drums. Scholes plays clavinet and all the guitar parts, including bass guitar, and Brad Delp sings vocals. Boston consistently opened with the Rock and Roll Band while playing at live concerts. So this was their opener, man. This is the one to get the crowd cheering. Here for the history, it says Rock and Roll Band is a song that Paul Ahern played for Charlie McKenzie to interest him in the yet unnamed band that was to become Boston. Shortly after, Ahern and McKenzie signed on as the band's managers. Rock and Roll Band is one of several Boston songs with a theme of making music and how music makes them feel. According to AllMusic critic Vic, it is about the band's rise from a bar band. So yeah, when you're making it, man, it says, however, the song's lyrics do exaggerate the band's story, as they spent years of work and rejection to get their recording contract rather than being suddenly discovered by a record executive who happened to catch a show. Boston's official website acknowledges that the song is a charming bit of group self-mythology. Scholes himself admits that the song is pure fantasy since the band never played live or toured at the time the song was written. Oh yeah. So it's, I mean, of course you already know what bands go through once they make it there. You know, it's typical that that's going to be their story. You start off gigging at really shows where nobody cares about your name, and you gain interest a little bit at a time, and then eventually you've got a crowd of people who are happy to see you. Eventually you're touring and your name's getting around, and then you get signed. At least I know that's been the story of quite a few of my favorite bands. Even when I was I learned about, while watching, one of my favorite bands was a different group up there called Starset, and very much the same, man. They were already touring without management, and they happened to go, I think they came from California. They were at a gig, I think, in Austin, Texas, and got recognized there. So yeah, man, you know, that they already knew what the story is and how it typically happens, man, how the dominoes fall. So he wrote about it. You know, it didn't necessarily have to be about their group, but it's the band life, right? That's the band life. So appreciate that, man. Thank you guys for tuning in here today with another banger from Boston, man. Rock and Roll Band. That thing was pumping, man. That was awesome, man. Boogie rocks. So that's what that feeling is when it's just super high intensity. I can't stop. enjoying it. It's just a boogie, bro. It's just a boogie. So thank you guys for rocking with me here today, man. I hope you are enjoying the content myself, man. If you are, consider becoming a member here on my YouTube or Patreon for as little as $3, man. I put in 3 hours of work every day for this stuff, and I'd appreciate it, man. If you guys want to support, that'd be awesome, man. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description down below. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace.